magandang Bagyo sa inyong lahat. Another program natin ang susubaybay. Napakaganda po. Pang-apat na tao na dapat mahalin. Okay? Binabati kayo namin na magandang umaga at napakalamig na Bagyo. Ang inyong lingkod po, Erlinda Kalisurat Yakarno.
Po si Pastor Jonathan Antonio Erabo. Good morning sa lahat po na tagapagsubaybay natin, lalo-lalo na po dito sa True Love Way.
Okay, manalangin muna tayo.
Dakila at aming Diyos at aming Ama sa langit, salamat po marami sa mga katigan na alam po namin at yung topic namin ng True Love Way ay malaking tulong po sa mga taong naghanap ng kanilang kasagutan sa kanilang mga katanungan. Palaan niyo po ito na magbigay glory sa aming Panginoon Kristo. Sa mga ito po, salamat ng marami sa pangalan ng Panginoon Jesus. Amen.
Amen and amen. Okay. Ang tatalakayin po natin ay ang pang-apat o the fourth person that you must and need our true love is your future mate. Mga kabataan, makinig kayo. At yung mga nanay, gusto namin kung wala yung mga anak niyo po, kayo ang makinig at i-share niyo po ito sa kanila.
You can spend countless hours dreaming, wedding details, the motive, the church, the food, the entourage, but there is such one thing missing: the groom and the bride.
Yes.
The truth is you can never be sure who they're going to be until you are there at the altar face to face with Father.
Okay, I'm going to read a letter. No? See, I just can't wait to spend tomorrow with you. Not just tomorrow, but all tomorrows to come. I can't wait to be in that point of my life where I can say that, yes, this is the grand plan. That point where I could let a huge sign and know that all the pains, sorrow, and heartbreak that I have experienced in the past were all worth it. That point where I could be free from all the rocks thrown at me, the condensing stairs, and all people that try to bring me down. That point where I could just smile because finally I have my home. I can't wait to wake up next to you in bed with the sun shining on your face, with your eyes slightly opening with your silly grin and made me fall in love. We will eat breakfast together. I will be cooking. You will not admit it, but it actually you turn to cook. So I would slightly burn one of your bacons or your eggs because I know you would not complain. We will go to the store together and have fun. We will play the items of the grocery. And the sales lady nearby will scold us. We will tell her that we are sorry, and then we will laugh. We will be the best of friends. We will do silly things. We will have days when all we'll do is watch movies, tuckle in king-size bed, cuddle together as if one of us is leaving to live in another country the following day. Once in a while, we will have dinner by candlelight at home or dinner in a fancy restaurant. We will make love as we get home, talk about anything under the sun afterwards until we deeply fall asleep in each other's arms. I can't wait to argue with you too, because with these little arguments, we know that we share differences. And through these differences, we'll have more chances to celebrate them, to compromise about them, or simply just make them work. We'll be a normal, complicated couple, but we're also the extraordinary in our own little ways. I can't wait to marry you. I'm in no rush, but I always believe that the goal is a relationship is to end up together. And that is what I want us. When the time is right, I want us to get married in a place that would best describe us. A forest, a garden, in a woods right by the beautiful cliff, in a cathedral or in a church. There would be a white daffodils and red roses. Our favorite song or other music background. We will go home to the house we bought with a golden retriever, yet we have to name, waiting for us in our doorstep. We have kids whom will shower with all our love. You will be our lives, and whom will offer our lives to. You will be my partner with everything, and you and our kids will be the most beautiful reason why I continue to breathe. You, my love, will be my life. I can't wait for us to be that old couple young people in vain. I want us to be that couple sitting on the front porch, rest head resting on top of each other, with passerby watching us and falling in love too. I want us to continue doing things for each other even we were old and gray. I want us to reminisce the memories we have had, good and bad, and feel that way. They made us feel one by one. I want us to rewatch our favorite film together or reread our favorite books. I want us to relive not the years we have spent, but the memories we have shared. I want our love to keep growing no matter how old it is. Gets for every age you will always be the same person, and in my heart you will always be the same loving soul. I promise to wait until the right moment. I promise to wait for all the signs I have asked God, and I promise to wait for that time when I could finally spend all my tomorrows with you, Mark. A beautiful letter to the future mate. Okay?
What are you supposed to do if you had been waiting and hoping to find that right person? But even after a long, long time, it seems like nothing has changed. And you are right where you started. Many of us have gotten into our head that being single is not good as a complete. As being married, we tend to view singleness as failing. But that is not
Yes.
what singleness means. Being single is an adventure, not something we should ever feel embarrassed about.
Yes. Okay. So if you have not found your future mate yet, just wait. If you are in the season of singleness right now, see it for its possibilities. Get to know yourself, pursue God and eternal health, and practice contentment. As many people have said, life is what we make for it. Fear has a way of coloring our view of the world and what God is doing. The answer is to our hearts does not come from a relationship with spouse, but from relationship with Jesus. Something we don't have to wait for. We can have it right now.
Amen. Whenever we feel alone, I started yearning for that special connection with someone else. Jesus is an amazing companion. He will give us the desire of our hearts as we delight in Him because He is faithful. Singleness is never something we need to worry about.
Yes. Choose fearlessness. I know several people who found their perfect match in their 50s and 60s and then the wait was worth it. One of the ladies in a women's group recently got married after a long wait. She was approaching 40 years old and God has been faithful to her. She decided to trust her heavenly Father instead of being afraid, and eventually she went on a mission trip and met this guy. Listen, she was not even looking for someone, yet that is when God brought her husband. With the Lord, it is a mystery and a beautiful journey of knowing God's heart.
Pray natin po yung open doors para sa ating mga desire. If you are about to lose hope in this area of marriage, the best advice for you is to be active in your first love. Who is your first love? Jesus.
Yeah.
Pursue Jesus. And second, pray about which door God is opening for you, which circle He wants you to enter to meet someone. Maybe
Yeah.
you could start hanging out on the gym more often, and maybe He puts on the heart try online dating. Perhaps you should start going to the new home group at your church. Pray for godly encounter. Okay? Let God lead you and understand how much He wants to.
Yeah.
Alam niyo po, ang gusto ng Panginoon talaga para maging partner natin yung the best one, the number one.
His chosen one.
Kaya,
You have to wait for the future.
salamat po sa inyo na nandiyan at we pray na those who are waiting according to the will of our God. Yun po ang
Yeah.
natin eh. Kasi ang pag sinunod po natin yung plano ng Diyos, it's really a blessing.
And you will get the best.
Kasi pag tayo po nagmadali, sabi nga, ang baka matalino tayo, tingin tayo sa gwapo, bungi, o sungit o ating makuha. Kaya ilay po natin yung bigay sa atin ng ating Panginoon. Okay?
Your future mate is not your boyfriend right now. Mga kabataan, yung mga girlfriend or boyfriend now is not your future mate. You have to wait for the right person. And sabi namin, the marrying age is 25 to 35. So, nandyan may stability na yung ating may trabaho na, nakatapos na ng pag-aaral, may stability na yung mind natin for the right person that the Lord is giving you. If you want the best future mate, as of today, make yourself
The
be
best.
the best for your future mate. We want to thank you for watching our Wednesday program. God bless you all.
That's great. Dakila at aming Diyos, at aming Ama. Kaya po namin madaliin yung aming pag-asawa. Gusto po namin according po yan. Para po Panginoon, ang paghintay ay hindi, paano ba? Bakos, you are preparing the best for each one, especially those who are waiting.
Right.
Salamat po muli sa araw nito. Pagpalaan niyo po yung mga naghintay na hindi po sila mainit. As they wait, nandyan po kayo ng aming Panginoon na siyang gagabay sa aming paghintay. Salamat po muli sa araw nito. Salamat po sa program nito. Bless po po kami ng mga taong pakinig, makabasa nito. Salamat po muli. Kayo po yung magpala. Kayo po mapupil ng desire ng aming Jesus. Pangalan ng Panginoon Hesus Kristo, ito po yung aming dalangin. Amen.
Amen. God bless you, young people who are waiting right now for your future mate. Wait for God's timing. God's best for you.
Okay,
God bless
salamat
you
po.
all. God
Pagkapalan
bless
ng
you.
Panginoon.